Hey friend, welcome to Breaking Free, 14 Days to Food Peace. This is a real conversation for the woman who's tired of starting over, afraid of food, and ready to feel like herself again. See, in this series, it's going to speak to the woman who's tried it all. She's tracked it all, and she feels like she's losing the battle with food, her body, and herself. Does that sound familiar? I'm Cassie Covey. I'm a coach, a mom, and a former all or nothing perfectionist who's finally stopped living by food rules and started listening to her body. See, in this 14-day series, we're talking about what really keeps women stuck: the shame, the spirals, the mindset, the habits, and how to break free without another diet or reset or, starting over every Monday. See here, each episode is short, honest, and designed to speak directly to the part of you that's exhausted, but not done. Let's get into it. Hey, friend, this is episode 13. You're not addicted to food, you're disconnected. Welcome back to Breaking Free, the series for women who are tired of blaming themselves for every bite, done with starting over, and ready to build peace around food and with their bodies. Today's conversation is for the woman who feels like she's constantly failing with food. If you've ever wondered, am I addicted to food? Why do I always turn to food when I'm not even hungry? Why do I feel so out of control sometimes? I want you to take a deep breath and listen closely, because maybe you're not addicted. Maybe you're just disconnected from your body, from your needs, from your peace. Let's talk about it. This is when disconnection, it feels like addiction. So here's what disconnection can look like. So you eat when you're not hungry. You can't tell if you're full until you're uncomfortable. You crave food when you're stressed, lonely, tired, or bored. You swing from being in control to completely off the rails. It feels like addiction, like food owns you. But underneath that chaos, it's a disconnection from your body's signals, your emotional cues, your inner safety. Because how can you make nourishing choices if you're not connected to the part of you that knows what you actually need? So what does connection actually mean? It means knowing when you're truly hungry and when you're emotionally empty. When you need rest, not discipline. When a craving is physical or a cry for comfort. To be connected is to be present in your body, not just your mind, not just the plan, but in your real, lived, felt experience. Coming home to yourself means slowing down long enough to ask, what do I need right now? What would support me, not just control me? It's not always easy, but it's a first step to freedom. I'll never forget the moment I realized that I didn't trust myself. Like, not with food, not with rest, not even with my emotions. I had spent so many years not dealing with my emotions, outsourcing decisions of the food rules. Do I need this? When do I need that? How does this look? All these different things, like other people's approval. See, I stopped asking myself what I actually needed. And at the center of that was food. That was my go-to. That was it. My relationship with food was terrible. Absolutely terrible. And in the mix of it, I thought maybe I have a food problem, but when I dug really deep, I realized I had a self-trust problem. So rebuilding that trust, it was hard. It took time, but it changed everything. Because once I reconnected with myself and I realized where that came from, I no longer needed food to regulate everything I was afraid to feel. So let me be clear. You do not need more control. You do not need more food rules. You do not need to get it together. You need connection. And healing looks like giving yourself permission to pause, listening to your body without judgment, honoring your cravings with curiosity, not fear, eating meals that feel safe and satisfying, letting rest and nourishment be just as valid as movement and structure. This is where true change begins. Not through force, but through relationship with your body. So if you're ready to begin reconnecting, here's a place to start. If you're ready to begin reconnecting, start here. Get your pen and paper, write this down. Number 1, a body scan pause. Take 30 seconds. Breathe and ask yourself, where am I holding tension? What does my body need right now? Number 2, before and after meal check-ins. Ask yourself, am I actually hungry? How do I feel after eating, physically and emotionally? Number 3, use gentle self-talk. When you notice a craving or a habit, say, this is a moment for compassion. What might I be needing underneath all of this? And number 4, let satisfaction matter. See if your meal doesn't satisfy you. You're going to keep chasing snacks, and you're going to keep wondering why you can't control yourself. Satisfaction is safety, and safety is a soil for connection. Here's my invitation to you today, to start writing your new story, because you are not addicted, you are not broken, you are simply being invited to reconnect. And I promise, peace is possible. See, your body is not the problem, your cravings are not the enemy, your needs are not too much. You've just been living disconnected, and today is the day you begin your way back home. So if this episode, if it resonated with you, share it with someone who feels stuck in the same story, because they need to hear it. And come find me on Instagram. I want to hear about your story. I want to cheer you on. Until next time, remember, you are not too much. You've just been missing your own voice. I'll catch you on the next episode. If this episode hit home, take a second to breathe. See, you're not broken. You're not failing. You're just stuck in a system that was never meant to support women like you. Like women carrying the weight of everyone else while trying to hold themselves together. I want to help you change that. So DM me the word weekend on Instagram, and I'll send you a resource, a next step, or just a reminder that you're not doing this alone. And if you know another woman who needs to hear this, forward her this episode. Share it with her, send it to her, screenshot it, put it in your stories. Let her know that she's not alone either. I'll see you tomorrow for the next truth that you didn't know you needed.